Overwatch agents, Coach Arodi back again with another Overwatch 2 video. Now that we've understand the importance of agents, their counter picks and map advantages, it's time to dive deeper into the maps. Today's video will be discussing the importance of high ground, why high ground is good for your team and how to identify high ground, and how to remove someone from the high ground to gain your team an advantage. Today, we'll actually be starting by loading up a custom map. Go ahead and load up a custom game using the King Rose map on attacker side. When you load into the game, go ahead and pick Widowmaker as she is the easiest agent to climb up to our high ground example. If you notice, there's a clear opening looking towards the first point. High ground is where you yourself or the enemy has a height advantage and a distance advantage, which makes it harder for you to be targeted or even them to notice. It's important to either maintain control of high ground or take control of it. Either ways, you might see your teammates playing Respawn Simulator more times than they would like. Go ahead and explore the map and see if you can identify high ground using this checklist. Do you have a distance or height advantage? Can you hide for cover in case you are shot back at? And is there an easy way for you to fall back to in case you don't have fast cover? Let's talk about the importance of high ground advantage. It may seem like a tiny little detail or a mini objective, but high ground is a huge importance in Overwatch. If you remember from the mini checklist from the warm-up, those points will be important notes for you to remember while fighting. Having high ground gives you distance, which prevents most members of the enemy team from stopping you. Not only does high ground give you distance, but it also gives you a vertical advantage, forcing the enemy team to look up higher to try to notice you, when most of their focus will be on your team itself. Having height advantage also allows you to see more of the enemy team, maybe even finding a support hidden away trying to avoid the main team, but not noticing you having an open sight on them. The main people who use advantage of high ground is snipers. Others who aren't snipers are also hit scans and even Wrecking Ball, using it as a speed advantage to get into the enemy backline. High ground can also be used for backlining teams if you are a flanker. It allows you to gain advantage on the enemy team, not in terms of sniping opportunities, but it allows you to have a general idea of where all the enemy teammates are before you fully commit to a dive. Go ahead and play 3 games of quick play trying to use high ground. You want to gain advantage of it to use it against the enemy team and see how much you can apply pressure on the enemy team. Alright. Now that we understand what high ground is, let's try to simulate a situation that will happen to you in game. When you pick a sniper for the best use of high ground, while you're walking to your closest high ground, maybe you spot the enemy also having a member on their team on high ground themselves. For the benefit of your team, you don't want them to keep using high ground for long. They can get picks on your teammates, which can make pushing or defending harder. So what do? Well, you want to target them. To get them off that high ground, force them back off. If you're playing another sniper, that is. If you're playing a backline character, you may want to stay around corners and out of sight, telling your teammates the location of the sniper. Though you yourself may not be able to take care of the sniper, it is still important to notify your teammates of the sniper itself. Maybe one of your teammates could take care of it for you. Providing information of the location of the enemy will allow your teammates to help you eliminate them. For the next 10 games, work on trying to locate high ground and using it to your advantage. If you're a DPS, try spotting the enemy and try taking them off a high ground. If you're a support, try noticing the enemy high ground and using cover while trying to notify your team about the enemy. High ground is another mini objective. It gives your team an advantage, and if not controlled, can also be a hindrance to your team. It's an important side item to keep in mind while you're with your team. Some members of your team may never be able to take care of that sniper, so it's important to tell your team if you spot a sniper, or someone using high ground to work as a team to kick them off. This was Coach Arodi signing off till next time, agents.